Hello, my friends. Welcome to this yin yoga practice for self-care. We're going to be moving into a nurturing sequence where we will stretch all of the major target areas of the body, get the body nice and loose and flexible, and the mind and the nervous system very relaxed. Welcome back to Devi Daily Yoga, where it's not about how your yoga looks, it's all about how it feels. So you won't need any props for today's practice, and this is an all levels practice. Beginners will be able to follow along just fine. Just go ahead and roll out your mat. Practice begins right now. Begin in a comfortable cross-legged seated position. Option to use a cushion under your seat if you'd like a little bit of lift there, and we'll have the hands rest on the knees and close the eyes. And take a deep breath in. Exhale. And another deep breath. Fill the lungs. Open your mouth to exhale. And one more clearing breath like this. Inhale. Exhale. And feel how your body is supported here by the floor below you. Feel how gravity gently hugs the bottom part of your body against the earth. Mother Earth's hug. And from this solid holding, this base of support, can you feel your spine growing upward like the stalk of a flower? And can you feel your head, the crown of your head, rising up, light as a feather? Allow your chest to be open as you gently roll your shoulders back and down. Allowing the heart to blossom as you take a deep breath into the heart. Exhale. And gently allow the eyes to open. And let's come onto the belly for Sphinx. Rest on your forearms and elbows. And allow the feet to be as narrow or wide as feels comfortable. In Sphinx, the palms could be down, or you could also choose to clasp the hands. And if you want more sensation here, seal pose is available, straightening the arms and lifting higher. Making any final adjustments to your position so that you feel the stretch and the sensation in the target area, which is the sacrum and the lower back. And you may also feel a gentle length in the low belly, the front of the thighs, and even into the lower part of the ribs in front. And can you take a breath into this low belly? Feel it press against the earth. Exhale from the low belly. Soften the sacrum toward the low belly. Fully relaxing here. Slowly release. Lower down, chest and forehead to the earth. And press your hips up and back to come into child's pose for a 1-minute rest. Bend the spine the opposite way now, and here we will take a gentle few moments to feel the effects of Sphinx pose after back bending. Placing this gentle and therapeutic pressure on the lower back and sacrum. Notice the energy that's flowing here now. Breathe into your low back. And slowly come up, and setting up to stretch into the glutes and the outer hips. We'll take either deer pose or sleeping swan. So we slide the right knee forward and sit over onto the right hip for deer. You can let your back knee bend and take this foot up to whatever angle feels okay. And now take your right hand farther out to the right side. And here is where we can begin to bring the torso more toward the center or not. We can keep leaning over toward the right. And it really depends on your range of motion here so that you can get a stretch in the outer right hip. If it feels better for your body to come into a more squared hip position where your hips may come off the floor, then that's our sleeping swan variation. Then you can come onto the elbows or rest on the forehead or use a block under the forehead. If you have any pain in the knee in sleeping swan, then deer pose is an excellent alternative. And wherever you are, feeling this stretch that's beginning to happen in the outer right hip. Notice how intense it is. Deep in the glutes. We have 3 layers of glutes. And feel the way that your body is contacting the floor. Maybe through hands, elbows. And tapping into this nurturing energy of the earth through your contact with the floor. Deep breath in to the hips. Exhale from the hips. Slowly release sleeping swan. Step the right knee back and slide the left knee forward. Once again, your choice of deer, where you might stay upright with the torso, or you might come down over the leg, or sleeping swan. And they're really the same pose, just two different variations of the same pose. And they all go in the shoelace archetype in our Yin Yoga archetypes model. And here, whichever version, whichever variation you're in, our stretch is focused on the left glutes. And one of the ways that we care for ourselves in the Yin Yoga practice is to not strive for any external ideal of what a posture should look like, and we focus much more on where we want to feel it. In this pose, it's the outer glute, outer hip stretch. So find your breath now, deep breath into the left glute, and exhale. Slowly now come up. And as you come up, sit over onto the left hip. Bring the back leg around to the front, lower down onto the back for a rebound, resting for 1 minute on your back. And this time of the rebound is when we open up into this gesture of receiving the energy that has been stimulated from the pose that we just did, and receiving the benefits of healing and deep relaxation, which tend to flow quite strongly after we release a pose. And now bend your knees, hug them into your chest, wrap your arms around your legs, and gently rock side to side. lengthening the lower back. And let's roll over onto one side and come up into a seated position for butterfly. Once again, you have the option to use a cushion under your seat if it will be more comfortable for you to lift up higher here. And you can hold around your ankles, you can hold around your feet, your toes, or rest your hands on the floor as we come forward. And you can play around with whether the feet are closer to you or farther out in front. The target area is primarily the inner thighs. As we stretch into these mighty groin muscles, we can imagine all the wonderful things that they do for us. Relax your head and your shoulders. And take a breath in to the groin, inner thigh area, the lower back. And exhale from lower back, inner thighs. Soften a little more deeply into this shape. Slowly now release from butterfly and draw the knees together. Make your way onto your back once again for a rebound. And once you've landed, nestle your body against the floor. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Notice sensations in the area of the inner thighs that were just stimulated and stretched. And notice how energy is flowing in your body. Bend your knees now. Hug them in toward your chest. Gently rock side to side to lengthen the low back. And now let's take one hand onto each knee and bring the knees forward so your arms are fully extended. And draw both knees toward your right and then pull them in toward your chest. Bring them over to the left and forward again with arms extended. Let's keep circling in this direction, all the way in, to the left, and forward. One more time. In and forward. Change the direction now. Come in toward the left. Pull them in to the right and forward. Knees left. In, right, and forward. Left, in, right, and forward. And now touch the feet to the floor. Prepare for spinal twist. Knees will be going to the right, but first we're going to move the hips to the left. So lift the hips up a few inches over to the left, drop them down, and bring the knees in and over to the right. And extend your left arm out to the left side. Place the right hand on the knees to anchor them down. Option to cross left knee over the right, if you prefer this variation. Flattening the shoulder blades against the ground as much as you can, and let the head gently rock side to side so that you can feel it out exactly where your head wants to rest. There's no right or wrong way to do it, but it will affect the twist in your spine. Sometimes people like to turn the head toward the left away from the knees, which will be kind of twisting the whole spine all the way up in toward the neck. And now from where you've landed in this twist, can you breathe into this twisted torso, ribs, belly, obliques, lower back? Exhale and soften the torso, the midsection. Relax your spine. Slowly release your twist now. Knees come up to the center, feet touch the floor as we move the hips to the right a few inches, and then bring the knees in and over to the left. Extend your right arm out to the right side, opening the right side of the chest, and the left hand can come down to anchor the knees. Option to cross the knees, right knee over left. And finding a comfortable angle for your head. And feel the breath beginning to massage you from the inside. Massage the internal organs, the stomach, the lungs, the heart, the digestive organs. Each breath expands you from the inside, and each exhale is an invitation to deepen into the twist, to soften your body into this shape. Release the twist, come back up to the center, and rest for 1 minute on your back. Any comfortable position on your back to receive the benefits of the pose. Sensing the way that energy is flowing through your spine after the twist. And now bend your knees and hug them in toward your chest. And lift your forehead up toward your knees and squeeze into a ball. You can wrap the arms tighter around the legs, maybe even hold opposite elbows. Squeeze in one more time. And now we will release. Roll to one side to come up into a seated position for caterpillar pose. Legs extend in front of you, option to sit up on a cushion. And come forward over your legs. Hands can be on the shins, the ankles, the feet, or the floor. The target area of this pose is the entire back body, the back of the legs, back of the hips and lower back, middle back, upper back, and even the back of the neck. Option to rest your torso and head on a bolster or to have blocks stacked up between your legs to support your forehead. And find a deep breath now for the whole back body to expand. Exhale and begin to relax the whole back of the body into this shape. Release caterpillar pose. Come on to your back now for a final relaxation. As you rest on your back, you can take any comfortable position, and you might choose to spread your arms and legs even wider into star. Nestling your body into the floor, making any micro adjustments that you need to so that you feel completely comfortable and supported. And find the breath now. Fill the lungs. And exhale, allowing the weight of the body to completely release into the floor. Feel your arms become heavy. And feel your legs become heavy. Allow your head to be heavy. And allow your whole torso to be very heavy. Breathe in to expand the front of your body. As you exhale, feel the whole body drop down into the earth, completely relaxed. Deep breath now into the belly and into the heart. As you exhale, stretch out into your fingers and toes, stretch your arms and legs, and bend your knees and roll over slowly to one side, and slowly and gently make your way up into a comfortable seat. Find an upright spine now in your seated position. And take 3 breaths. Gentle, even breaths. Sensing your energy now compared to when you began your practice. And exhaling to empty the lungs. Place the palms together to chant Om 3 times. Inhale. And that is the close of today's practice. Well done in taking care of yourself. And I hope you liked this practice. If you did, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Everything in this practice was from the archetype system of Yin Yoga. We chose one pose from each archetype. And if you would like to learn more about how that works, then you can download my free Yin Yoga guidebook. It's linked here in the cards and also in the description box below this video. Thanks for joining me. I will see you again next time.